There's a particular kind of judgment that doesn't come with furrowed brows or pursed lips. It comes with a pleasant smile, a quiet nod, and the mental note, one of those. See, elegant people don't yell, they don't shame, they simply observe and edit you out accordingly. You won't even know you've been judged, until of course the invitation mysteriously never arrives again. And while it may sound snobbish, it's not about being better than you. It's about preserving a certain standard in a world that increasingly rewards chaos. So today, we're going to peel back the velvet curtain and reveal the 7 things elegant people notice and judge quietly, but with great precision, not to embarrass you, but so you can stop doing that thing with your phone in restaurants. Let's begin. Number 1, talking too much. There's a certain type of person who turns every casual compliment into an endless monologue. You say, "Oh, I love your dress," and instantly regret it, because now you're getting the full saga. She got it on sale, but she's not sure if it was a good deal. Because honestly, she probably could have found something similar for less. She wasn't even sure she liked it at first. She thought it made her look fat, but her best friend said it was fine. She thinks it might be too much for this event. But she didn't want to be underdressed either, so here we are. Meanwhile, you're wondering how a 3-second compliment turned into accidental confessional booth. People with quiet standards notice this immediately, not because they're offended, but because it signals something quietly tragic. You haven't edited yourself. See, refined people don't just filter their wardrobe or their table manners. They filter their stories. It's about not treating every social interaction like a verbal hostage situation. There's a certain grace in simply saying, "Thank you," and then sipping your drink. They're not allergic to detail, but they are exquisitely sensitive to intent. When you talk too much, they don't think, "Wow, how fascinating." They think, "Why is she trying so hard?" Because that's what overtalking often is, a velvet-wrapped form of insecurity, a need to be liked, to justify, to impress, to fill the space so no one notices you're uncomfortable in it. But here's the irony. The more you share, the more people tune out. Number 2, performing humility. You know the humble brag genre. "Oh gosh, I just threw this outfit together. It's nothing. It's Dior. I honestly don't even try on social media. It's just for fun." Has 3 ring lights and a posting schedule. Refined people don't mind confidence. They mind when it's wearing a mask. We see you, Dior. And we're not fooled. If you're proud of something, own it. And if you're not, why are you broadcasting it? There's a grace to simply saying, "Thank you," without the 14 disclaimers about how it's not a big deal. Because the truth is, when you genuinely have taste, intelligence, or charm, you don't need to wave it around like a sale sign. Number 3, being always on. You know the type. They enter a room like they've just been announced by a hype man. Big laugh, big wave, big energy. They make 3 jokes before they've taken off their coat, and all 3 are about themselves. Elegant people don't dislike them, per se. They're just tired. And it's only 7:15. These are the performers, the self-narrators, the people who treat every social gathering like an audition. They can't just sit, they have to comment, loudly, on the wine, the lighting, the canapes, your shoes, and if no one laughs, they'll laugh for you. The quietly refined are deeply allergic to forced charisma. They're not antisocial, just allergic to the circus. Number 4, acting like everyone knows them. Some people walk into a room, any room, and immediately behave like they're at their own surprise party. They address the hostess by name, even if they've met her once. Wave at the bartender like it's a recurring bit on a sitcom, and ask the waiter, "You remember my usual, right?" Spoiler. He does not. People with real presence notice this immediately. It's not just the overfamiliarity, it's the performance of it. The need to be known, recognized, remembered, everywhere, always. This is the person who drops first names like confetti. "Oh, James at the wine shop always sets aside a bottle for me. Marco at the gym says I'm the only one who actually uses the cold plunge properly." They want you to believe they have a personal concierge at every coffee shop, a bespoke menu item at their local bistro, and a running inside joke with the florist. Elegant people don't find this impressive. They find it exhausting. Overfamiliarity, when it's unearned, reads as insecure. It screams, "Please see me. Please affirm me. Please treat me like someone." And elegant people, they never ask to be treated like someone. They don't wink at the receptionist or call the sommelier darling. They don't clap the Uber driver on the back and say, "Ah, we meet again." And they certainly don't pretend to be regulars where they're not. Number 5, pretending to know about wine. There is a very specific flavor of cringe that elegant people quietly sip, without saying a word. It's when someone launches into a loud, confident monologue about wine. and you realize they don't actually know a thing about it. They swirl their glass too aggressively. They say, the legs. They loudly claim to only drink Bordeaux, but were just served a bottle from California. And somehow, the worse the wine knowledge, the higher the volume. No one with real taste is impressed. Not because they expect you to be a sommelier, but because they can smell a performance before the cork is even off. Why do people do this? Because somewhere along the way, wine became shorthand for class. If you're handed a wine list and panic, don't fake it. Say, I'm not an expert. What do you recommend? You'll earn far more respect than if you make something up and then pair a steak with a barely chilled Riesling. Number 6. Being too comfortable talking about money. You can tell a lot about a person by how they talk about money. Some do it with the giddy energy of someone showing off a new puppy. I just redid my kitchen. Guess how much it cost? Or, this bag was a total splurge. Others take the subtle route. Oh, this old thing, just a little something from Dior. Pause for gasp. Resume story as if nothing happened. Those who live well without needing to say so, they spot this instantly. It's not that they're allergic to wealth. Most of them are either surrounded by it or strategically adjacent to it. It's that money, when spoken about too casually, too loudly, or too often, becomes socially aggressive. It's like yelling in a quiet restaurant when you bring up price tags, investment portfolios, or what your friend paid for their wedding. What you're really doing is handing everyone around you a measuring tape. And elegant people don't play that game. To them, talking about money too openly is never about the money. It's about needing everyone to see your money, to gasp, to validate, to applaud, and that makes it feel cheap. There's a world of difference between quietly living well and performing wealth like it's a TikTok trend. Number 7, having zero discretion. Some people share everything. I mean, everything. You ask, how are you? And suddenly you're hearing about their digestion, their therapy breakthroughs, and their neighbor's custody battle. Here's a test. When someone leaves the room, do they feel safe knowing you're still in it? People with poise instinctively gravitate toward those who know when to speak and when to shut up. They know. The ones who overshare on Monday often backstab by Friday. Discretion isn't outdated. It's just rare, and that makes it powerful. Now, do elegant people really sit around critiquing you like a Regency-era gossip column? Not quite. They just observe quietly, intuitively. They notice what you say and what you don't, and they decide, often without ever telling you, whether you're someone they'd like to sit beside again. So, no need to panic. Just maybe rethink the 14-minute monologue about your Botox provider at brunch. If you enjoyed this peek into the elegant mind, be sure to like the video, subscribe for more quietly savage etiquette insights, and check out my Amazon storefront for my favorite beauty and living essentials that whisper class, not scream for it. What's something you quietly judge people for, but never say out loud? Let me know in the comments. As always, stay classy. Manners matters.